Hi, my name is Ricardo Teixeira and I'm the director of the film A Sound in Motion. We would like to thank everyone at the festival for this recognition. I didn't know I wanted to tell stories, but I knew I enjoyed creating content and working in creative industries. Not just in film, but music as well. And I actually wanted to work on a radio station. And back in 2014, I decided that I needed to do my first film. So the challenge was to write and direct, and most of all, learn with the process and know more people in the industry. If you want to work in cinema, you have to be in it. I think it helps a lot being around people that talk about film all day. So being in an educational setting where they do that is very important. Being taught by professionals that advise and give you references will help finding your path. And most of all, I think you really have to love the industry and be curious about it. I think there are two important things for someone to get started and keep going. One is how much you want and love to be in this industry, and the other one is where do you want to work or live. If you live far from the place where movies are made, it is going to be harder just because there is less of everything available, like people, equipment, events, etc. I'm still conquering and trying, and I need to make more films and connect with new people every day. Knowing several deaf people and learning throughout the process had a huge impact on the film itself. I had many conversations with people related to this subject, learned about the pros and cons, and became more aware since then. There were a lot of challenges in this production. First of all, this was a subject that we needed to study. We didn't have much time to do it. We tried to cast an actress that was deaf, but we couldn't find one. We tried working with deaf people that were available to do the part, but in the end, we didn't find enough time to work the part as well as we wanted. And normally, when you want to explain things in a movie a little bit better, you can easily have dialogue that helps you understand the scene. In this case, we didn't we didn't want to use it so we could focus more on the girl's deafness. So you always have to compromise something along the process, and this film was not different. I really don't recall any hard decision or one specifically that had an impact big enough to be pointed out. There are several decisions involving all the stages of a film, from the writing process to the promotion of the film. The people you choose to work with are very important, as well as the scenes you choose to shoot or leave behind. So there are many decisions. Ones are harder than others. It's very important to know people that work in the industry. For several years, I tried to work with as many different people as I could on different projects so I could learn with them and find with whom I worked better. As time goes by, there are some people that I consider my first choice, my partners in crime, and they are the basis of my team. Then there are others that are also my first choice, but depending on the type of projects I have in hands, I need to select the most suitable or look for other options. I think films are made for being watched. In some ways, while you're writing or shooting, there is an understanding that you are making a film for an audience. I think you have to worry about that to a certain degree because, in a way, you are the first spectator and then the people involved. So you have to constantly remind yourself why you are making the movie. What was your first impulse and ideas? I had some films and music videos on film festivals. I think I'm at the beginning of this journey. And so far I'm able to say that they are very valuable for very important reasons. If it wasn't for film festivals, where would you send your film to be watched? Where would you have feedback and recognition besides your friends and your colleagues and your family? Um, when your film is selected, it means a lot because someone outside your circle has seen value to show your film to the audience. When you win, it's a second prize, a second recognition that you've done a film that meant something to other people. It is very important to take advantage of this recognition by telling everyone that your film was selected and distinguished at a film festival. I think so. I think there's nothing wrong with being original and fresh or classic and safe regarding the cinema style you're going to approach. The most important thing, I think, is to acknowledge what your film needs, what the scene is about, and the emotions behind that. You have to be inspired by something, and it can be films, books, or many other things in life. The most important thing is to make it happen, and you will learn what style you identify with along the process.